Well, hello there. Today we're going to try to do something that has been bugging me for a long time. Y'all remember back when I went to an auction and I got all that cherry and walnut? Well, today I'm going to try to find a way to put it away and out of the way so that I can have that portion of my shop back. So grab your coffee, kick up your feet, sit back. We'll be back and show you what the vision that I had in my dream last night actually turned out to be, and hopefully I can actually accomplish it. See you in a little bit. Well, I'm not going to show you the whole of my shop right now because it's in such a mess. I am going to start showing a little bit at a time, like right now when I'm trying to take care of it. And one of the things I had to do was move some of my equipment, my miter saw, the baby exercise pens, which, by the way, like I think I alluded to once before, we've grown in that department. Goodwill, the end of the barrel from anyway, junk that was in here. But what we're doing, if you look back in this corner, and I think you've seen it in the past, it's a mess. I have weed eaters back there, I have limb trimmers back there, I have a bunch of this and that junky wood, as well as some well, there's even a copper pipe tubing wrapped around out there. I'm going to clean that out. I'm going to see if there's a way that I can make it so that I can stack that cherry and walnut wood back in there and get it out of the way, but yet keep it accessible. So stay tuned. We'll be back with our progress. Oh, okay. This is part of the plan, as you can tell. We got it all cleaned out. We're going to take this. As you can see, I got some of the scrap boards in here. And we're going to fill that in, and then we're sliding that into here. I will then hook. It will not be up against the wall. It'll be away from the wall a bit, because from there I'm going to hook some untreated 4x that are over there in that mess. And well, you'll just see. I'm gonna show you as we go. Next time I come back, you'll see this with all the pieces in there. I'm not sure how I'm gonna fasten them. I'm thinking I'm out of decking screws, but you're gonna see that, and it should be sitting in there ready to go. And then we'll show you what we're going to do from that point. Be back. Okay, have you ever worked a couple of days to stand back and say, what the heck did I do? Because I can't see that I've done anything. Except the last time you saw this, it was empty. And now, it's not. I showed you that I was bringing up that pallet, and I put a floor all the way across it. I set it over there, and I moved all of my cherry and walnut over here. I also, back there in the back, I've got 10 untreated 4x4s. 8 of them are 10 foot long and 2 of them are 8 foot long. I have absolutely no idea what to do with them. If anybody has any suggestions, let me know. But the one thing I did, well, wait a minute. Other than those 10, there's also 3 more 8-inchers right here. You can see they are 8-footers. They're right there. And I put them against that piece of plywood to give it the stiffness to hold all of this. I also went ahead and put a a bracket there so that I could use a ratchet strap that I got at the auction a long time ago. Never had a place to use it, but it works perfectly here. And it's actually pulling the bow out of a lot of these boards, so they're going to hopefully in a little bit of time will be straight. But other than that, what have I done? Because when you look at it, here's still all the stuff that came out of there. And here's some more stuff that came out of that hole. And the wind kind of blew it around. But here's where the wood was. And it's full again. Okay, well, guess I got to get back to work. Because I've also taken 2 loads down to the burn pile. And we still have all of this to go. To find out that I'm also very likely going to lose this area of my shop to Mama. She needs some more room, believe it or not. Okay, we'll be back in a little while and show you some more progress. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? That's Mama's new lapidary shop. Oh, woe is me. She not only has this little windowed party tent up, but let's go in here and look. She's got one of these tables up, and look at all of her tumblers and her vibrating tumbler. She's got a big one of those over there. This is all for her stonework. Now, and we got this area here. Remember me telling you that I didn't know what to do with those big 4x4s? Those untreated 4x4s? Well, some time ago, I bought a bench kit at an auction for just a couple of bucks. Didn't think it was much. Thought, you know, if I could possibly use pieces and parts, it would be great. But I tore it apart the other day, and what did I find? It's going to make one heck of a strong bench for her in her little lapidary shop. For those of you that don't know what lapidary is, I just figured it out myself. It's basically a rock hound, or somebody who collects rocks and turns them into jewelry. This kit here, it came with legs and all. It's only supposed to have 2x4s. And she wanted something that she could pound on, bead on, put a vise on and everything. And I said, well, you know, I got 4x4s, makes it real strong. And look at this. Out of the 8 10-footers that I have, here are 4 of them. Down this way, on the back, on both, making this 6 foot by 2 foot. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pick up some 2x2s that I have, or 2.5ers, or whatever you want to call it, that I have down back from pallet wood that are long enough, and I'm going to be stretching. I'm going to actually use some of these 4x and put stretchers in there, and one down here. I'm going to make this that's this top with those 2x2s, and then we're going to coat that with hardwood so that she has a smooth surface on the top. The bottom down here, I have some plywood that came from pallets, and I'm going to put one piece here, support between them there, 4x4, and we're going to use that plywood for a shelf for her to store some of her stuff there. Now, not only is that a fact going to happen, but this also came out of that box of legs. Didn't have any idea they were even there, and those are to make make shelves that go up on top of this. So she's going to have another bench with 2 more shelves on top of it once it's all in there. Oh, I just thought I would have this sitting here, show you how I'm pulling this together, what I'm doing. Mama's the one who actually suggested I do this. You can tell I've got the ratchet strap down there to pull that tight and get her all in place, and I'll show you the finishing up of that and the setting of the top one. We'll be right back. These legs are actually quite surprising how they're engineered. They have pre-drilled holes for screws that they supply that holds these corners together by the way they have them like towed in, or whatever you would be in most cases. All you got to do is, like I'm doing with the ratchet strap up here, is just snug it. And then I use, as you can see here, I use clamps occasionally just to kind of bring it into the fine point. Okay, it has been strange weather around here. Sunshine, and then in 5 seconds, rainstorm. Then the sunshine again, and it's about the sunshine again here. But anyway, I've already got it done. As you can tell, I put the clamps there and back there, and the top requires 3 screws on each side where the bottom only had 2, but we just go ahead and put them in. And because it's so narrow here, I had to break out my angle drill to screw all this in. Okay, it's the next day, and we're working on the bench some more. I've got the, let me see, the 3 supports across it. I've also gone down, and this is actually pallet wood that I have gotten. I've run each board here through the table saw twice, once on each side. And now I'm getting ready to glue this to put it together so that we can then, but I'm going to glue it and use the bench as a glue table. I'm going to go in and get some wax paper and put it over top of the wood so that, like I said before, if anything comes down the road that we want to sell this bench, it's easy to tear down and carry away, because it'll all be screwed, and no other than the tabletop itself will be the only thing that'll be glued. So, but while we're at it, I wanted to also do one more thing. I wanted to introduce, let me get around here, our 2 newest members, and that is these 2. That's Callie, and this is Roman. Now, believe it or not, these 2 are litter mates, and they were completely unplanned. But when they were born, the day they were born, their mama rejected them, refused to even feed them the first time, and we were given a call, and we made a rush over, and we bottle fed these from the day 1 until they were weaned, and basically found themselves a permanent home with us. They are, like I said, they are litter mates. This is Callie, that's Roman. Mama likes to call him Roman the Warrior. He is the only male we have, and both of them are going in tomorrow to be taken care of. Callie doesn't have a clue, does she? And we've been trying to keep Roman calm
because I told him that the boys were going to be taken. So anyway, back to the project. I'm going to be cutting these, or I have cut them all in length. I am going to be gluing them all into an actual panel. And like I said, I'm going to be using the workbench itself as the glue. And there's the table all glued up. I have the wax paper in to keep it from sticking. I have the cross members to keep it flat. And I have 4 clamps, which really should be more than that, to clamp it all together. But I do believe this is going to work. Okay, the tabletop is done, or the bench top, I guess. After you saw with all the clamps, after it all got glued and laminated together, then I used the power plane and knocked down the high edges. Then I used the belt sander to smooth it all out. Now we're getting ready to take this frame and put it in her lapidary tent. And I will show you. It has a shelf system that is going to go on top of it. These brackets are going to be, you could see where I had marked out, they're going to be mounted there, and that's going to just slide right in into these holes. These 2 boards here, there's 2 of them, they're going to cover that. More for just storage, not for pretty. Okay, it's all put together. You can see that there's a shelf at the bottom. The tabletop has been screwed in. The shelf is at the top. I was going to put a light on it, but there's a light already here, so that might work. She's already got some of her flint stones already worked out. Matter of fact, there she is right there. Anyway. So that should take care of it. Alrighty. Matter of fact, whatever it was that made this made this a real easy, but it's a nice sturdy build for what it's. And you turn around and this is what she's got going. Tumbling all of these rocks. She's polishing up the final. These are the first 2 stages. That's the 2nd or 3rd and 4th. Oh, it's a stay-at-homer. We'd like to thank you for stopping by. We started out doing one thing and ended up doing another. We were going to try to clean and make room to do what? But to fill it back up again. Next time it'll be a little different. We'll catch y'all the next time. We hope you enjoyed your stay. Don't forget to give us thumbs up. Subscribe. Tell your family. Tell your friends. Tell your local downtown rock hound. We'll catch y'all the next time. Have a blessed, blessed, blessed day. Bye-bye.